dry. Oh yeah, man, welcome back to Prime Time Live, baby, man. We in here with a Hustlers 101, man, and you know, we in Smoke Shop with that boy Twan, Blazing Smoke Shop, Spade to Spade podcast in the building, man.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's just so much love in the building, man. Sims produced this, man. This shit is lovely, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have a dope entrepreneur. She trap it out, you feel me? I've been knowing her for 3 years now. Wow, maybe
It's definitely been 4 years,
It's
but
been 4?
we'll say 3 for the cameras.
Well, we'll say 4. Okay, 4 years. It's been 4 years, man. Ponce been out here grinding. You hear me? Like, she trap it out, sipping paint. Here you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You do
Art mother.
You know what I'm saying? Like, showcases. You feel me? Paintings. You know what I'm saying? Like art clothings, custom clothings. I think I met you at a fashion show, Wayne's fashion show. What's it called? What was it called? Ambitious Runway or something?
Yeah, fashion and lavish clowns.
You sure? Was it like the block party or something like that? Cause he blocked the street off.
On Popular.
Wayne,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wayne Woodard, man.
Yes.
Man, Tim and Dre. You feel?
Yes.
Blocked
Gang.
Man, but listen, man, this is inspiration, man. This is it right here. You got to be live in the flesh, man. I give you Tiara Ponce.
Hey y'all, what's it? Dangerous Paradises. I'm finally on Perry Podcast.
Oh shit. Well, we're gonna start out just like that. It's Dangerous Paradise TV. This is Prime Time Live. You and the Hustlers 101 mix. You feel me? Like with me.
What do you call? Okay, like that's a real thing. Like I say, Dangerous Paradise, but what do you call your mob? Do you have a mob name?
A mob name?
Yeah, like are they the Paradisers?
Oh, the Don out here. You feel me?
No, you're people who support your podcast.
Oh,
like you know how like Nikki has the Barbs.
My following.
Barty Gang.
I don't got a game, man.
You
we
need
just Dangerous Paradise out here. We like Death Row, man.
We gonna come up with a mob name by the end of
like
Death Row.
We like Death Row Records, man.
Don't easy eat me.
Mine is Suge Knight. You know,
Who was Suge Knight? Who is you the Suge Knight?
Nah, I ain't Suge Knight.
Okay.
No, I said mine is Suge Knight. You feel me? I ain't out here beating no folks. You feel me? I ain't out here wilding.
Right.
So, what's been going on lately, Ponce?
Where do you want us? Okay, that's what we starting. What's been going on?
Like, give me show the evolution, man. You feel me? Like, give an origin story. Show you know what I'm saying? Talk about the origin, how this came to be, and then get to now.
Okay. A little bit about Ponce. I'm not from here, if you can't tell. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Loud and proud. BK in the house. And
BK in the house now.
Right, Jay-Z's my father. So,
oh shit.
Yeah, so I moved to Macon, and originally I had like a regular job, you know. Not shout out to Geico.
Nah, you don't gotta, I mean, you can,
but shout out to like the people I actually still like that work at Geico. But I was working at Geico, and this wasn't happy, honestly. Like, I kept getting in trouble for talking too much, like not on the phone. And
I mean,
it was like.
And then what that led to? A leap of faith.
It led to a leap of faith. So I moved down here pregnant or whatever.
What up, Yana?
Right, gang. Shout out to Yana Lemons, you know. So when I moved here, I gave birth early. My baby was born 1 pound, 11 ounces. So being at work and still trying to, you know, balance motherhood, I began to actually knit and like crochet and stuff at Geico, like sitting at my desk. Didn't have a name for it, just started creating because my baby needed clothes. Like there was no such thing, and still to this day, it's really no such thing as cute preemie clothes. It's like jail outfits. Like this the ugliest clothes I've ever seen in my life. Like it's very ugly.
Style of clothing somebody produced?
No, I'm not. I'm not being shady when I say that. I'm being shady. I'm being shady to the preemie industry because it's so non-existent as if it's not a thing. There are so many women who are like preemie moms, and we get the clothes, and it's like, damn, this is ugly. Like, but you don't have a choice if you're not a producer. So I chose to be a producer in that industry because for me, I was like, oh no, my baby, like I want to take selfies with my child. I'm a first time, you get what I'm saying, mom in this situation. So it's like, you want to do the cutest thing ever. Everything is like a for the grand moment, and you know what I'm saying, you proud of your motherhood. So I started doing like mommy and me hats and beanies, diaper covers, and it popped at Geico, surprisingly. Like I was knitting one day and this lady comes to me and was like, baby, can I buy that from you? And I was like, At first, I'm like, I guess, like, I made it. Clearly, I wanted to do something with it because it wasn't for sale. So I was like, whatever. After a while, I started making more cash at my desk than what Geico was paying me. So I was like, Geico could go straight to hell because I don't even have to be here.
Insurance, I heard.
You feel me? Like, what the fuck am I doing? If I'm sitting here making more cash at my desk, and it became to a point where people would like slide desk and like slide money in my desk or whatever, and it would be like yellow beanie. First of all, what head size, who, male or female, you got dread, like,
you got the cash, though.
You get what I'm saying? But what am I gonna do with that? You get what I'm saying? If I don't know your size, I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, what am I gonna do with a paper with
yellow beanie,
$10 wrapped in it that say yellow beanie? Is it for a kid? Is it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of whatever. So long story short, that popped. So I started knitting, and just off of knitting, I quit Geico. I had made it was a huge step because what the fuck, like off of knitting, like thinking about it now, it's like, are you serious?
You did that shit?
But I did it, yeah. So I was like, okay, fuck a job. So I dropped some Mommy and Me tees, and that went good. And then after, I was like, it's boring. Like now that I'm here, now that I'm in this city, sip and paint did not exist. Let me say that again.
Oh shit.
Now we about to talk some shit. When I pulled up to Macon, Georgia,
I was the first person who could.
you feel me? Sip and paint wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing. So I was like, so where y'all sip and paint at? Oh no, we go to the A. Okay, so you give a whole city your money. Not giving. Shout out to Lynn Love. That's about it.
What up, Lynn?
She was doing it, and I thought that was super dope. And she was like, yeah, you know, I'm actually, you know, doing it in different like churches and stuff. Cool. So she I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this because it really wasn't a thing publicly. I'll say maybe private, but not public. Kick off, do the first sip and paint, and it went amazing. Me doing that party led to me being a host for Black Ink, the show.
Yeah.
So I'm a party host for Black Ink.
Oh shit!
Shout out to the mob. Right, yeah.
Oh shit! In the building, like his girlfriend is in the building. We shoot at the HHN.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit is up there.
That's super dope.
Oh shit, about to have a show too.
Okay, yes. So that there, like Black Ink family, that definitely boosted everything because they're from home. So I've been able to showcase with them, of course, here in Atlanta, and then when I go back home, I'll film with them and do stuff. And that really between the.
How much no pains waiting for up there on that gallery?
Okay, so I'm very happy to say Black Ink Atlanta has one of my pieces, Black Ink Philly has one of my pieces, and I want to say Harlem 125th, if that's where those sneakers went. They bought like a Nike canvas, yeah. So 3 Black Ink locations does feature a piece by Ponce. Yeah. But that's the mob. Like, C's definitely like POP held it down at an event, and I just kind of ran up on Caesar, and I was just like, I took meet and greet or whatever, and it was an artist entrepreneur event. So I was like, I want to go. I really want to be an artist entrepreneur. Like this art shit is fun. Like
what?
So I went to the event, and as I'm taking a picture with C's, I leaned in and I was like, we gonna work together one day, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, and like our first picture, he's like, and the second one, he's like laughing.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'm serious. Like, I guess this nigga don't know who he's standing next to because we gonna fucking work together one day. So I take the picture and he leans back and he's like, you see this line behind you? Can't talk business, but if you're serious, then come pull up to Black Ink Atlanta.
Oh.
Nigga, I only came here for you, bruh. So boom, hop in a whip. He was speaking at a Sheen magazine event, and it was at the Atlanta Marquee. At that time, the venue, Black Ink was on Far Road over in Buckhead. 15-minute drive.
Okay.
I hop in my car because at this point now, I am running around with no job. Like, I have to make this make sense. Like, career-wise, I'm chasing what I want to do. So if this is what I want to do, I have to follow these opportunities, my dreams.
Yeah.
I run, pull up or whatever, and I walk in, and surprisingly, some kind of way, he beat me there. And I'm like, how the fuck?
You gotta beat you there.
How the hell? But he had that line of people with the pictures. So I was like, he really was rushing people with these pictures. So
why
whatever.
not? This is your look. It's his party. Why not?
I guess.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? So, man, Hood life.
Hood life.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You trapping the pains off. You also got this brand going, Hood Life. So, like, talk about that, you know what I'm saying? And, like, how that said, like, you know, how that intertwine, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Hood Life. Hood Life was the official brand of the Crib Boutique. So I wound up branding the knits and the hats and the beanies and all that stuff or whatever.
The ones from Geico.
The ones from Geico, yeah. I wound up branding that company because I was just like,
yeah,
this is solid. Like, people to this day, that is my most consistent product. Right. I got somebody in the building right now that got a couple hats. Like, right. Like, so that product there has stood the test of time because who doesn't like a custom piece? And I learned prominence of custom pieces through knitting, like me making a hat. And then it was like, I knew that was a thing because I would go to clubs downtown and see people with my hats and I never met these people. And I'm like, oh damn, like this shit is really catching on. So I wanted to make a shirt because obviously I had met Wayne or whatever. I'm working out of a t-shirt shop. So I'm like, I want some mommy and me like stuff, but I'm like a different type of mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm somebody's mom, but like, I'm somebody's mom. You feel me? Like, it gotta still be some urban wear. It's not gonna be no corny, oh, mom's USA. Like, I ain't want none of that pasty shit. So I was like, man, Hood Life. Because I didn't want to leave my dads out. You get what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people to be like, I'm women power, you know, shout out to us. But at the same time, I wanted an empowerment brand. Right. So I came up with Hood Life. So anybody who's seen it, anybody who's shopped, thank you. Yep. But Hood Life, so mother, father, sister, brother. Yeah, facts. Facts. Like, it's mother, father, sister, brother, and I just added neighbor. And then Hood Life. So I tell people, you know, people always talk about, oh, be about that life, be about that life. Be about that hood life. Be about the life that, exactly. But hood doesn't mean bad. You get what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. And we're the same type of people who live in these elements and demonize it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't say stuff like black on black crime. I don't say stuff like, you know, us or whatever, like, because these problems exist in other realms. You get what I'm saying? They exist in other communities, other societies, but we hone on to so much stuff instead of having a pride in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am from the hood, and I am about that life. And when I say I'm about that life, I'm about that motherhood life. You touch my daughter, guns are blazing. You get what I'm saying? Her daddy is about that fatherhood life. You feel me? And it could be one or two ways. It could be like, oh, I'm being hood about mine. I'm gonna, you know, neighborhood life. You get what I'm saying? Plenty of people, they're not in a gang, but they are affiliated with their neighborhoods. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong to be affiliated with your neighborhood. Like, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm gonna rep that shit and I don't give a fuck what side of town you from. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm about that life. But you have to have a pride in something. And I tell people all the time, like, we are so quick to accept somebody's stigma instead of saying, you know what, that is something that's correct about me, and now what? And you challenge people like, I am from the hood, but do you know what I produce in the hood? I'm about that neighborhood life. Like, I'm about that sisterhood life. As a black female, you can come to me and ask me how I make my stuff. You can come to me, I'm about that life. I am a sister, I'm a brother, like, whatever you are in your community, be about that life. So I challenge people to see exactly what they see, which is hood life. However, in the small font of the H, you see your title. Are you a mother? Are you a father? Are you a sister? Are you a brother? And are you a neighbor? Somebody wanted me to make a neutral hoodie, which I'm not going into that. I'm just telling you right now. Not the brand for it, but I added neighbor. Right. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause some people was like, I'm not a sister or a brother. Okay, you a weirdo, but we'll add neighbor in there. So, you get what I'm saying? Like, see, but you're a sister. You're a sister, and she does. She has a bodysuit, one of the flyest bodysuits. Like, wait till you see these new fits for the spring shit. And the jacket. Yep. See,
y'all in here? Okay.
See, you feel me? Like, you got an art collector in the building, Melanie. Like, Melanie has several of my paintings. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you out here, you outside, man.
But because I feel like I get support because I'm a sister. You get what I'm saying? You can be somebody who produces. That's great. That's a pedestal, but don't sit so heavy on that pedestal. Be able to connect. Be relatable. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing I feel like I'm trying to break with females and just industry, period. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I know somebody else that do radio, if I know somebody else that does media, okay, what's up, sis? How do we work? You get what I'm saying? I find too many times that being about that life means that you're a mean girl. Or like, oh yeah, I'm popular and you're not. What the fuck does that do for you if you fuck with yourself and now people don't fuck with you because you a bitch? You get what I'm saying? Like, so I love being that face of anything. It's gonna be of the art and it's gonna be of sisterhood. You get what I'm saying? I can genuinely say, right, exactly. Like me saying, first of all, me using the word competition gives somebody else a platform they ain't work for. If I give you the benefit of the doubt to say you're my competition, I'm saying that you're actually in my realm doing what you do. Don't nobody do what I do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right, but
that's the thing.
But you do your shit the right way, you feel me? You pop, and, you know, handle all good business, and you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody have no, like, it ain't no backlash behind that name, you feel what I'm saying?
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you always should take that as a positive, uplifting moment, you feel me? Every time you think about and reflect on hood life or whatever you've been doing.
Tipsy Arts or...
Let's talk about that. Tipsy Arts. Like, listen, let's get on this shit. All right, you hear all this shit she got going. Oh, my God. Man, she gonna be in TV next somehow. I already said. But talk about your philanthropy, like what you do in the hood. Like get into that, yeah, get into that, cause you do that. You outside.
Yeah. I'm currently working on a community garden in Pleasant Hill. Currently working on a art Airbnb over in the Tatnall Park area.
Talk that shit.
And I'm actually very happy to announce that I just started a nonprofit making art developments. So I'm buying an art district. Yeah.
Ooh.
So time to take it there.
What you mean?
Yeah. The goal is for artists to feel welcome in the Middle Georgia area and be able to stay. Even though I'm an import, I tell people all the time, yeah, because like, you know, it's like people, you ain't from here. Suck my ass. Like, for me, it's like, you don't always get success doing something outside of your city. Like, it's cool what I do here, but as soon as I do it here, I gotta go back home and produce the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Who are you to your community? A lot of my students, I'm also the art teacher at the Tubman Museum.
What?
A lot of my students, I tell them, yeah, and I let them. We got the money. So, you get what I'm saying? Where else do these kids get a chance to wild out? These teachers are hard. Yo, Middle Georgia, your teachers, basura. Like, it's,
oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. I stay arguing with these teachers because they put ceilings on y'all kids.
Man, kids just need to be like, their mind need to be stimulated. You know what I'm saying? Activities stimulate mind.
Stimulated and not oppressed. You get what I'm saying?
Like, it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't, I mean, of course you have your criteria that you got to stick to. But you have to innovate the activities in there so their mind can free out and believe in themselves, you know what I'm saying, and inspire them, because like if you just come here and work, you creating a zombie. Okay, you ready for this conversation? I had a very, very, very honest conversation, and I don't know who your viewers are, but you ready? Here you go. Oh, shit. So, you have the system, right? Okay. I am a complete rebel to the system. I believe in forgiveness before, oh, can I? No, I'm gonna just be like, my bad, this is what I just did. Like, that's me. So I push that same type of energy onto your children, because the opposite side of me is people aligning your kids with careers that are all about to be null and void because we're going into the digital world. That's one. But I will say, as a system, you have teachers, which this is, if you're a teacher, you might be offended, but it's cool because I'm a teacher too, right? So, back in the days, right? Or you just take society as itself. You say society, and society has all these different industries that people have to work, right? So people are working these industries. They're going through an education system, as well as the fact that people have to constantly live and die in this system. Teachers are a part of that system, and they're there to train your children to trust, learn by not skill set, but learn by repetition and remembering, and then after, they make your child the perfect employee. I feel my teachers get like, the teachers that come to the museum get so mad because I'm like, I had a teacher challenge me. Okay. I hope she's watching. We got here. And I told her, she said, you know, well, I know that you do the art, but we're really trying to get the kids to be career focused. I looked at her and I said, 30? Is it 30? What? I do that in 3 months. So you don't want to be like your teacher. Because I make what she makes in a year in 3 months. Man, so I used to wonder what my teacher was doing as a kid. They make 32. Oh my God. Maybe 34. Okay? So I tell my kids, if I can sell a painting that'll pay my rent
and do that 30 times, which I can paint. They call Miss Tiara. Miss Tiara painted 9 paintings one day. You get what I'm saying? Like, do you know there's no cap on the money I can make?
Yeah.
However, the education department is going to pay you once a month. You get what I'm saying? You can't change that unless you produce a product, unless you are someone else outside of your industry. However, we all have a place in this system, and there's nothing wrong with that. What I do have a problem with is people producing ceilings over creatives. As a creative who has no ceiling,
that's right.
You get what I'm saying?
I see that. I see that.
I won't shit on teachers to be like, we don't need you bitches. Like, we getting to a point where we almost don't. Don't let YouTube go ahead and become a teacher, because YouTube University is a real thing.
It is actually doing that. If anything, a person motherfucker need to learn, YouTube will.
You don't call your teacher?
You just go to YouTube.
You think you need to know something, like, even if it's music related, we all do like some form of music industry something. I don't ever call my old high school music teacher and ask him about something. First of all, I think he dead. Secondly, like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't call you and ask you. I Google it. You get what I'm saying? So your job, it really is just a 4-year basis thing as an implementation into my life. After that, you're non-existent. I have my principal on my Facebook page. I don't hit him up. You get what I'm saying? Like, what would you? I didn't really.
Good teachers throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? Then I had,
I went to a gifted program. I went to a magnet school, all that good stuff. And my teachers, they all, I had a good situation. Yeah. I didn't have oppressive teachers, but it was also because I've always kind of been this rebel spirit right here. Like, I was in a class, like, I don't have to do that, and you call my mother. Like, I wasn't a little bitch. I wasn't one of them kids in the class that she'd be like, all right, get the fuck out of my class. Like, no, I was very respectful, but I was able to articulate misunderstanding without conflict. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with that. And some teachers are only ready for conflict after that. No, you have to be able to articulate why or what happens when you say something. Exactly. If you say something to a child in your class and they go, I don't agree with that, what do you do at that point? Right? And that's where we kill our creatives, because
that's called static in the classroom.
Absolutely.
So that's when you see kids like rebel.
Right, but here goes the thing. So that is the subconscious of everybody. We don't agree, so the next thing is rebellion. So I have to combat that before you actually do it. I wasn't that student. Oh, they didn't raise me to be like that.
I know some folk, man.
I don't agree with you. Now what?
I know some folk who went to school with, man, they can't read, but if you ever fired them up by reading, they would crack on your ass so bad. That shit be crazy as fuck. Boy, like,
defense mechanism.
Words cracking it.
Defense mechanism. But the teachers have one too. Wasn't it just a teacher over there? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
All right. What was it, at West Side that just got snatched up?
For real, teacher at West Side?
Was it at West Side?
Damn.
With the wig?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody, what happened?
You missed that?
I missed that.
Even caught that.
I caught. Oh man.
You feel bad for her?
Oh wow.
We ain't supposed to talk about that.
Really.
Okay, I don't feel bad for her.
She said she was gonna.
She said, you ain't gonna come over here and do nothing. You challenge the child in an immature moment. You challenge the child in an immature moment. The kid, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm just gonna have the repercussions of whoever's related. But I don't feel bad for her because, yeah, but the thing is, you had a child on the outside of your classroom and you were still mentally and physically challenging her. She's on the outside of the classroom. You couldn't step in the classroom and close the door. Once they're on the outside of the classroom, that's the end of their conflict.
I bet that teacher that had millions of trainings on this shit.
Here goes the problem. You ready for it?
I'm listening.
You don't challenge ego with children.
Right.
It's an immature state. And even worse, you got embarrassed on the day you ain't have to be at work. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm like?
I don't know. Maybe she didn't get the turn. I don't know.
Regardless of what, I don't feel bad for her, because it's just like, again, that situation not only happens so much and is brushed under the rug. And when our kids come home to us and say our teacher did this or our teacher said this, we be looking like, man, that teacher ain't say no shit like that to you.
That one just happened.
And those teachers really do. You get what I'm saying? Like, and to see that on camera and people talking about something, they're gonna help her. They're gonna help her. They need to go let her get some training. That's the only help she needs. That's it. Because I don't feel bad for her. You know, our education system doesn't fuck with creatives. Our education system, they don't fuck with rebels.
I believe that, but I bet that particular teacher's in setting like millions of trainings on them, telling them not to do that.
Yeah, she was older. She was an older lady. But like for me, it's just kind of like I am rebelling and I am completely on the side of kids who really don't fuck with the system. You get what I'm saying? Like if I could be a representation of anything, if I can, implement anything, it's like fuck that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pink and Esco. Like I love that song. Fuck that.
Oh man.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
So
like
like,
this
okay,
one.
on this journey, man, like, so now that leads you to the radio station. Now, how's that been, like, that experience?
So radio kind of happened like me just talking shit, really. Like, text came to me one day. I just knew them as like the party next door. You feel me? Like from the shop. Thursday, it just always be like hella people out.
We in the shop, like,
man, wow. Like, so I would always see like Tex and Larry and Streets and everybody. Cool, whatever. So I know originally I met AD because AD came to me at the t-shirt shop saying that somebody said I talk shit and that me and him supposed to do a podcast. So that's how me and AD got connected.
Okay, cool.
You get what I'm saying? So Tex, he said I can't remember who he said. I don't want to misquote him. He said somebody told him.
DJ Woo, man, while we at it, man.
Yeah. Like,
shout out to that boy Woo, man. God damn it.
So he came to me like, yeah, like I think you'd be really good for radio or whatever. And I was like, okay, like I ain't doing shit. Like I don't got no job. Like, and that was like my thing. I used to always tell people like, shit, okay, I ain't got no job.
I'll put a little head talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, whatever. And he's like, I'm the morning show, 6 to 10. Oh shit, 6 in the morning. I was like, what the fuck? But of course, like, it's Tex. I was like, okay, cool. Did it for a little bit, and it went from like, oh, come Wednesdays, to expanding the role of me being the girl on the show.
Her readouts are amazing.
So yeah, radio has been amazing to me. I get a chance to like cover great stories. I get a chance to be very well connected in the community. I get a chance to directly front seat support people, and promote businesses that I actually rock with.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
So,
that's beautiful. Like you heard 3 different levels. So that's 3 streams of income. And then what's the number? 7. So that's 3 right there, motherfuckers. Catch up. You know what I'm saying? That's passive. But she's putting the work in though. You feel me? Like, that's beautiful. Like you ain't, I bet you don't even look at it like that. I was like, man, that's,
no, you said it just now. I was like,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah, like it's 7 instruments. 7 on
4.
But no, that's 4. So you said 4. Oh.
I own a hookah company. Nobody knows.
Okay, well, it's 4. So shit, you were like what, 3 off?
Yeah. Once it's nonprofit.
I said, I'm tripping.
Yeah. Once that take off.
And then you said the nonprofit. Oh man, that's really 5. Like, you 2 off out here, man. Like, you out here shooting the whole jump shot. Man, shout out to her.
For the babies. I want more baby Ponce. Not me. I want.
Hey. Ponce. Shout out to Ponce. That's beautiful, man.
But like our young black girls, our young black creatives, our mixed kids. You know, for real. Because like I've had to teach and translate. Because teachers have told me like the little Spanish girl, she don't speak no English. She can sit over there.
Wow.
What the fuck? Like, and you're saying that. I'm like, you do know what my name say on that paper, right? Tiara Ponce. You couldn't even pronounce that. So you gotta know it's foreign. Ain't no way in the world you thought that was acceptable. So I'll sit there and teach in Spanish, and it's like, oh, we didn't realize we're so used to being dismissive to other cultures.
I used to feel like that as a kid. Like when the art teacher came, like, in certain schools I went to, like the art teacher would come in to like the home class and she would teach from there. And I always felt like the art teacher would come in and just the kids would love her. And like when the art teacher leaves, it's like
yeah, the opportunity to be exposed to that free spirit.
Yeah.
I've had teachers literally, like I had a class or whatever that came, and one of the teachers was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she pulled these boys. Yeah. They didn't even sit next to each other. They was all separate. They got it, I guess. That maybe they are the kids that don't listen or whatever. Yeah. And my whole, like, and she was like, they can't be around each other. Separate. I said, excuse me, miss. Yeah. First of all, hi, welcome to the museum. You just walked in my class. It's my classroom. All of that, whatever you regulate in your classroom is not how you regulate here. Y'all sit wherever you feel creative. That might be the corner. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, whoa, here you go interjecting yourself in something that has nothing to do with you. This is this child's creative moment. I had one little boy who was banging on the desk or whatever, and she was like, I said, you need to leave. Bathroom is in the hallway if you're making sounds because you got to pee. The little boy sat there, he banged on the table doing some beat. I used to play the drums. That bothers me none. I used to be in a marching band. Fun fact, I actually marched in the Puerto Rican Day Parade with a bass drum.
You gotta think like that's a creative art, you know what I'm saying? And like we don't think about the movie Drumline, like you gotta think like that was an art, man. That was expressive.
We're rhythmic people. First of all, it was a white teacher and it was a black student. Don't tell this child how to create. Like first and foremost, you quiet. You get what I'm saying? Like, it pissed me off because that little boy sat there, and when I tell you, like, I was like, can I buy this piece of paper from you? And he's like, nah, I want to keep it. I was like, damn. Like, it was so dope what he did after. But that little beat was in his head, and he wanted to get that little beat out. He did it for all of a minute, and then he got straight to it. And I was like, that beat you did though was hard. I was like, wait a minute, like, you are super creative. But if you're not a creative,
they don't even want to shine it on it.
Because that's not what the focus is in school. We got, how many schools do we have locally that don't even have an art teacher?
I bet it's a bunch now.
You get what I'm saying? I know. People ask me all the time, can I come gig at a school? I'm a certified substitute teacher.
I remember when the first time I seen that, like somebody pull up to the school and had to give the kids like a sip and paint experience, and I'm like, damn, it succumbed to that?
I supply the schools, the museums, and parks and recs.
Talk that shit.
You get what I'm saying? So yes, it is exactly like that. Like, I have to be the replacement sometimes for teachers, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's something wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it because they chose Tipsy Arts. However, it's like at the same time, like, damn, like I had an art teacher who made me feel like the top of the world when I drew a line, when I learned charcoal, when I learned cement, when I learned shadows. Like, those are elements that stuck with me. Those are the reasons why.
Dragon Ball Z character.
Come on.
Man, that shit was crazy. Man.
I was a kid. I had made a little video on TikTok after I had got into it with one of the teachers or whatever, and I was like, don't be a dream killer, you know. Like the teachers who used to like tell me you talk too much. I'm a radio personality. The teachers who was mad at me for drawing on my clothes. I had my own clothing company and my own art company, and guess what? I hope they kept those pieces of paper I was drawing on, because that shit's worth a lot of fucking money now.
Right. Oh, that's.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you welcome, ho. I gave you free art.
Man, Pun said we're gonna have to do a part 2, man. Like, we'll be out there being forever.
Forever.
But listen, man, I love the vibe, man. Shout out all your social medias, man, and like just let them know where they can find you, man. 5 streams of income. You feel me? And we here. And
all right.
Shout them out.
So, I'm open with my social media. You guys can follow me. Everything is I am Tiara Ponce, Ponce. Follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to get my followers up because I'm still trying to learn the algorithm.
I need to get on that shit, but I've been bored.
I can't dance. It's like it's.
Hey, like shit. I can dance, but.
Yeah, you know how to TikTok?
No.
Okay.
But that's what I gotta do for real estate.
For real? Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna do TikTok trend.
Shout it out,
there we
man.
go.
Shout it out, man.
Right.
Shout it out.
So, and y'all make sure y'all shop Tipsy Arts and thecribboutique.com. And the promo code is We Are Family for 50% off your entire purchase of Tipsy Arts. And Perry, I got something for you.
Oh yeah, listen. What
I do. Okay, wait. So, first, let me show you my canvases.
Okay, cool. Okay, pop that shit. Good tick old bitties like that.
I brought the ones that I thought Perry would like.
Oh man, how you know I like titties? Oh man.
I brought one of my favorites.
Oh my god.
I feel like Perry is eat gang, and then
I'm a what?
You eat gang.
What gang?
Eat gang.
Oh,
so y'all can shop these canvases in the erotic section of Tipsy Arts. But so I told y'all I make custom clothes or whatever, and like it did really well.
Yeah.
I got you a hoodie, Perry.
What?
And I gotta give Sims his.
What? Get cold now, boy. You talking about?
Right? You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, when you get to a certain point, you know what I'm saying? You get free clothes and merch and sponsorship and all of that.
Shout out that boy Biggie, man. R.I.P. one of the greats, man.
Yes. Sure. I feel like Biggie would have been my cousin.
Hey, you gonna come on, roll.
But this is my art on art. It's definitely a featured piece. Doing amazing. Thank you for all the support, I will honestly truly say. But this is a piece that I did because people was like complaining that I was selling my art too quick. Yeah. And as an artist hearing that, I'm like, I hear you, but I don't You know, okay. So I reproduced the art and I put it on canvas, on hoodies, and I'm the first to do it.
That shit is
So please
hard.
don't steal my idea. Jesus Christ.
Patent that shit, man.
Yes. So yeah,
Patent
custom
that
piece
shit.
and
Hey,
sign.
man, we about to go viral for all this shit. We talking. But anyway, oh shit. Man, shout out.
I got you, girl. I gotta make some more. They sold out in the store.
Boutique, man. Prime Time Live in this motherfucker, man. Tipsy Arts, Chris Boutique. What else? What else? What else you got?
Making art developments.
Man, shout out to
Blow Me Smokes.
Blazing Smoke Shop, man. For letting
Shout out
us
to
come through,
Blazing Smoke
man.
Shop.
Swan, man, doing big things.
Thank you,
man.
Swan.
Shout out to my boy,
Thank
Urban
you,
Media Network, man. My boy
Sims.
Sims, man. Like, hey, man.
Sam's got the lighting on, looking all good, so I'll be over here
Hey,
looking like,
we in
look.
here, we in here. Hey, man, I think we got no spades, boy. No spade up next, boy. We in here.
Yes.
We in the mix, man.
That's
we
the
in the radio
mob.
show, man. Prime Time Live, man. Hustlers 101. We in the radio station, man. Hey. Party. Dangerous to done, man. Hold on. Click the like in the description and oh my bad. Click. I'm tripping. YouTube, man. We doing numbers. We'll even give HHN, man. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit, man.
Is it gonna go like?
It's gonna do all that, man. It's gonna do all that good shit, man. Prime Time Live, Dangerous Paradise TV, Urban Media Network, man. And we gone. Baby.